Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Whiskey, Cars, and Cigars. This is Johnny Blender, and I'm out here in the shop working still. But I wanted to get something up today. We've got some big things happening this weekend that I want to talk about. And we ever have that Louisiana fear of raining fixing to happen. So it's sprinkling a little bit right now, so I never know how it's going to be. And the way our power is out here, I got to tell you, it draws a strong vacuum. I've been going through compressor starters and compressor start run capacitors and motors on compressors for the last month. Entergy, our local utility company, has come and put something on the meter that's supposed to tell them what it's doing. I don't know how all that's supposed to work, but I'm just to assume that they're going to find a reason why we keep having all these power fluctuations and I keep burning up electric motors. So, just another day in the paradise. As you can see, I got a Studebaker chassis behind me that I'm working on that we're trying to get built that I am behind on. Lynn just walked out here to the shop. How are you this afternoon?
Awesome. How are you?
I'm good. I was just doing a recording on my show so I could get it recorded and posted.
Oh, very good.
Yeah. So, like I said, say hi, Lynn.
Hi, Lynn.
There you go. I will be on while this is streaming tonight, answering questions and doing polls and different little things like that. So, I'm going to make it a little bit different, but it's sprinkling. I don't know if you can hear that, the raindrops hitting the roof right now. But hey, I do want to talk about, sorry about that. I do want to talk about a couple of things. This weekend, let me pull this screen up real quick. This weekend at State Capitol Raceway is the third annual Funny Car Chaos Cajun Nationals, Friday and Saturday night. This is an incredible show. They have a ton of funny cars. It's a really good time. It's a good event. Let me tell you some of the information that's going on. That's at State Capitol Raceway. I want to say that this is sponsored by Laris Motorsports Insurance, High Risk Performance. Those are a couple of the things that I see on their flyer that I'll mention, and it's ahead of it. So they've got kids 12 and under get in free. Every ticket is a pit pass, RV and motorhome camping. This is the drag race you can't miss. I'm reading from their flyer and their Facebook post. Friday, April 19th. Racers and pit gates open at 9 a.m. so you can get there early tomorrow morning. Spectator gates open at 1 p.m. Test and tune starts at 5. Friday night, under the lights main event. Funny car qualifying 7 to 9 p.m. Wheel stand and gassers 8 p.m. Jet cars close the show at 10 p.m. Then Saturday, April 20th, the racer pit gate opens at 9. Spectator gates open at 10. Sportsman time trials start at 11. Funny car qualifying session at 2. Opening ceremonies at 4:45. Never fails. Somebody calls. So I forgot to turn that off before I started, so I apologize for that. Let's see. Opening ceremonies 4:45. Funny car round 1 elimination start at 5. Jet and sportsman racers as called. Main event final round start at 9. For more information, you can contact funnycarchaos.com/Baton Rouge. Baton-Rouge.html is the web address. That's located at 11436 US Highway 190 in Port Allen. So that's going to be a real good. I know a bunch of the Southern Outlaw Gassers are there. I know a bunch of the Southern Misfits are going to be there. I know the Misfit Gassers are going to be there. I think the open wheel guys are going to be there. I'm not sure if everybody. Like I said, we have been really, really busy trying to get work out with equipment down. So that's really kind of been a pain in the butt. I know everybody, if you've seen the last few days, I've been posting some stuff up on the Fury Dragster. I've been getting a little bit of work done on it in the evenings, building a new body for it now, and actually have started putting the panels on. So I put a picture up yesterday. I had one panel on that I had gotten on. I got 2 new panels on today. So I'm kind of excited about that. The only one thing about having doing this recording is I don't have people commenting and things like that, so I'll have to do that during the show tonight. If you're watching and you comment, I apologize again for not having a show up for so long. I've been so busy. The amount of work that's been coming in and the equipment failures haven't helped that. I am happy to say I'm down to 219 pounds. I broke the 220 goal that I was heading for. So the diabetes or the borderline diabetes thing is not taking any medication, just changed my diet. And that has been that has been unbelievable. I just didn't know I could lose as much weight as I have as fast as I had just by changing my diet. And so I've gone from, I said 250, but I was closer to 260. I just didn't like to say that. And I'm down to 219. I may even be a little bit lighter than that now. So I'm really excited about the changes I have done. Now, one thing I will tell you with this diabetes or borderline diabetic or whatever you want to call it, my doctor had me on a pill called metformin that I've been taking for a couple of years regularly. I guess about 2 weeks ago, I've got to tell you the CBD oil was not helping at all. The pain was just so bad in my legs. And the worst thing was whenever I go to sleep at night, my legs would start cramping up so bad. I mean, the muscles in my legs felt like rope, wire. They were just really, it would take me 30 or 45 minutes to get everything, the cramps to go away. So I did a little bit of reading from the Mayo Clinic on metformin, which is really supposedly a good drug and good treatment for diabetes and other things. But I woke up and I told Lynn, I said, man, I was taking potassium trying to help me with the leg cramps. It just nothing was helping. It just kept getting worse. So I weaned myself over about a week. I cut the metformin down to nothing where I'm not taking it. And I will tell you, since I have done that, I've had no more leg cramps at night. Now, I don't know if that's due to what the metformin was doing. I don't know if that is because of the weight that I've lost. I don't know. So I can't point a finger at one thing. The only thing I can tell you is that since I quit taking it, I am cramp free. I'm not having my legs cramp up. I mean, you get to cut. I'll be sitting here on the welding machine or working on something for hours at a time, and then I may get a little cramp then, but that's just usually my ass is dragging. But as far as sleeping, I've had no more cramps at night. I've been able to start sleeping all the way through the night. So that's it may sound like a little bitty thing, but I just want to tell you, if you've got diabetes, if you're borderline diabetic, before you go on this $1,300 Ozempic or whatever it is shot that they've got that you could take every month or every week, I think it's every week at $1,300 a pop. That's a little more I can afford. Your diet, controlling your diet has really helped me. One of the great things that I have done is I haven't really cut down on a lot of foods, or I haven't cut down on the foods. I fixed me and Lynn a banana split last night, but instead of me eating a whole banana split, I made two of them. I cut the banana in half, 2 scoops of ice cream, a little bit of chocolate syrup, a little bit of, spoonful of whipped cream and just stuff like that. So I've cut down the way I've eaten, and I got to tell you, I feel really, really good. And I'm not hurting. I'm not having the leg pain, the cramps that I was having. I'm still taking my Crescent Canna CBD products. And that's something else I want to talk about. If you're in Louisiana and you have used Crescent Canna's CBD products or other companies' products, CBD products, the Louisiana administration, government, is trying to pass something to make CBD drinks. Now, you all know I talk about the weed water, and sometimes I'll have the weed water on the show that I'm drinking. It's a CBD soda or seltzer water. They've got some legislation that they're trying to move through now to cancel that, so it makes it where you can't buy CBD infused drinks, seltzers, things like that. If you use CBD oil, you like CBD oil, check this out. See what you can find out about this. And, you know, I really like the CBD products. I like my weed water. I like the Crescent Canner CBD seltzer, was really good. I liked it. But yeah, this is something that is, you know, weed and CBD or hemp products have been around since the beginning of time. And they have been used to the point where once the government and things like that figured out they weren't making any money on it, they started putting all kind of regulations on it and everything, and they've started loosening it up in years. And you know, I can't say it's good or bad, but what I will tell you is the CBD products have really helped me. And Crescent Canada, don't forget, if you go to crescentcanada.com, use the discount code Edge 2022, I think, or WCC, and get 30% off your order. So check their products out. But if you've got time, if you're in Louisiana, if this is something that you're concerned about, check into the legislation, because I haven't read all of it. I saw David Reich had sent out an email talking about it. Check it out. See if there's anything that you can do, if there's anything that doesn't trip your trigger on that. And if you need to say something, write a letter, send a message to your congressman, or whatever you got to do. Let's try to keep this helpful product on the market. You know, they'll figure out a way to tax it eventually, but you know, there's no use everybody who has pain, problems, suffering until they figure out how they can make money on it. So just, that's something to think about, just something to check out. Now, I will give me just a second to scroll down here for a minute. I also want to talk about one of our great show sponsors, UZBASIC Motorsports. Don't forget to check out UZBASIC Motorsports Performance Parts. You can find them on Facebook. You can find them on the internet. You can find them anywhere. They've got great specials, monthly specials that they run all month. We try to keep those posted as much as we can. Just with the workload, I haven't been able to do as much as I want to. But you see right there, there's some good savings that they offer. Don't forget to use the discount code WCC. That's again, it's either WCC or Edge 2022 for 5% off your order, your entire order. So, you know, you can use that. It's a great way. John UZBASIC has been a great guy. He stuck with us through thick and thin. If you listen to the Edge radio, you can hear his commercial running 3 times an hour on the Edge radio. Hey, and if you don't have the Edge radio app, you can download it for absolutely free on the Play Store. You can listen to it on iHeartRadio. But I like it if you download the app and listen to the app when you're mobile or when you're going somewhere. That way I can see those numbers and I can see that people are using the app, and don't make anything off of it, but it's just a good thing that lets me know that y'all care and y'all like the rock and roll music that we play. Now we're switching the rock and roll music up. We're lightening it up. We're bringing some newer stuff in. We've got some new bands that we found that we're putting their stuff up. Just got a lot of stuff. We've just got a lot of stuff going on. The operation of John and Lynn is massive, between Performance Metal Finishes, the Edge Radio US, Vampire Chassis, Whiskey Cars and Cigar Show, Lynn and her businesses. A lot going over here. Helicopters going over. Live flight. Must be picking up or dropping off. I'll let Dave get out of here and just give you just a second. But yeah, please check out UZBASIC Motorsports Performance Parts. John UZBASIC is very, very helpful and very, very knowledgeable. If you have any questions, contact him and ask him about something that you're looking for. If you're looking for something particular, reach out and talk to him, because he can help you with that. And if you've got something that looks like it's got a huge back order, John, I got to tell you, he's pretty good with getting those back orders moved. So he's been a lot of help for the radio station, for Whiskey Cars and Cigars, and parts for the Fury Dragster. He's done a really good job helping us, and he is a great guy, and he's got free shipping on all of his orders. So check out UZBASIC Motorsports Performance Parts, and be sure when you call, tell them Johnny Blender sent you. All right, let me turn that off. Let me hide that. Uh, Also, Coal Fire Super Systems. That's another company I want to talk about. Coal Fire Super Systems. Mr. Ron Bieberstein, the owner of Coal Fire, has made a onboard driver protection device. I know if y'all have been watching the videos and following the Adrian's Fury dragster and the work that we've been doing on that, we just put one of the Coal Fire Super Systems in the Fury dragster. I've got one nozzle mounted right below the steering wheel that will spray directly on me. It's a real compact system. It's not an SFI certified system. It's an Underwriters Laboratory certified system, but this system is primarily designed to protect the driver. All of the gas systems that are out there are fine and dandy and have the SFI certification. But if you're looking for something, and those are great for your engine, for putting on the driver, whatever you want, those systems are good. But they last, they shoot their wad in about 10 to 15 seconds. And you better hope that the fire crew was able to get to you in that 10 or 15 seconds. And if it was ignited, it put out all the fire. The great thing about Coal Fire Super System, this system is onboard. It's focused on the driver. It's the driver, because you can't be replaced. You are what's important, and you are what, if there's a problem, that's what needs to be taken care of, your safety. This system will do that. You're looking at about a 45-second spray of the 45 to 60-second spray on once you ignite the system. It's got a sensing tube where if it picks up heat somewhere else on that sensing tube that you don't see, it will ignite the system. The system's real easy to refill and recharge. You don't have to send it off and get it certified. After 6 years, just throw the bottle away, order a new one, get another one. You don't have to keep doing that thing every 2 or 3 years or whatever the SFI requirements on it for this particular system. You pour 1 or 2 liters of the Coal Fire solution in it. You recharge the thing with nitrogen. You can have a little air gun, nitrogen bottle in your trailer. So if you have something go off, I know Jimmy Turk's got one of those. You can recharge the system and get right back in the next round. So it's a really, really good product. It's something that I'm really passionate about. I really love this company. And Ron and his wife are great people. So I wanted to talk about that. I want to talk about the Funny Car Chaos. I'm hoping, I'm supposed to be going over there to drop off some headers to Jimmy Roberts, but I don't know if I'm going to go with this latest. I've got my compressors fixed, and then I had them up and they were running pretty good. And then we had all kind of weird power crap happen here day before yesterday. So it shorted out the motors again, or shorted out one of the motors again. So I'm out of air right now. I've got 2 tanks that are full with about 150 pounds of air in them, and I'm using them sparingly to powder coat stuff. So just one of the things, but check out Funny Car Chaos. This is a great event. I have been dying to go to one of those. I know the East Coast Fuelers have worked with Funny Car Chaos. It's just a really Gulfport Dragway. They've got a race. Ennis over in Texas just had a race with them a couple of weeks ago. A lot of the gasser guys go to that event, and it's a really, really good circuit. If you're in a position where you can get to the track, anytime you hear Funny Car Chaos coming, it's a great mix of old and new. So it's a really good event. You got to check that out. You got to let me know what you think about it. So I got that much. Let me take a puff of my cigar before it goes out, because y'all don't want to see me light this thing. Shouldn't have said that. Oh, found my lighter. Great lighter. Works every time. Back to my Olivas. When I was living in Chicago, there was a Jim Belushi and Chuck Norris started a cigar company called Lone Wolf Cigars. And I used to really like those. There was a couple places in Chicago where I used to get those cigars. I really liked them. And I haven't seen them for a long time. And the other day I guess about the the 12th, I got an email from Best Cigars, and Best Cigars had the Lone Wolf Wolfpack cigars. And I saw that. I was like, this is pretty cool. I hadn't seen those in a long time. I wonder if they're still as good as they used to be. So I ordered a pack of those. They'll be here tomorrow. I ordered a bundle. They had a bundle, I think, for like 30, 35 bucks. It was pretty cool for 20 cigars. So I'm anxious to see. I think since then, Chuck Norris and Jim Belushi, I think they sold their shares of the company or got out of the business, and I think there's a company in California that took it over. I'm not sure of that, but that's just kind of what I've read between the lines. Oh, don't forget Matco Tools. Randy Gordon's my Matco guy, and this guy keeps me in hats and shirts, so he's a great guy. And I got to tell you, the Matco Tools, I have been working on cars since 1978. And I guess about 6 or 7 years ago, I moved into the 20-volt drill. I got a DeWalt 20-volt drill, and I wore batteries out of it. I think I've gone through about 10 batteries in that thing. I use it a lot. And but that was the only battery operated tool I've had. And since Randy's been calling on me and has been my tool guy, I have moved to, I got a 3/8 impact that Matco has. I got to tell you, that thing is unbelievable. I twisted off some half-inch bolts. I mean, just twisted them in half. I can't get over it. So I guess the last thing I bought a couple of real cool headlights, flashlights. I think the battery's dead now, yeah, but I bought a couple of, I got to sit up there so I can charge it, but I bought a couple of these lights that are really cool, and they're LED, and they put out a ton of light. And then I got a battery operated ratchet, Matco ratchet. And I got to tell you, man, using that when I was working on some engines and breaking some things down and put some things back together, it was really nice. I'm moving into the new millennium 24 years later. But yeah, I'm really enjoying the Matco tools, the battery operated tools. The battery life on them lasts forever. I don't use, like the impact, I don't use every day, but it was from the first day I got it charged, it was 2 months before I charged it again. And I was using it a few times a week. So the battery life on them is really, really good. I'm really, really happy with the products. If you haven't tried them, check out Matco. It's a great tool company. Excuse me. Let me have a little bit of water here. I'm having to watch my timer, so I can only, I've got X amount of time that I can do this because I've got stuff that I'm working on. But I did want to come on here and I want to send a big shout out to Jim Cummins and Ray Urban, the guys with Charlie Benson, the guys with the East Coast Fuelers. They've been unbelievably helpful in keeping the show up and going and creating content and sending us calendars and stuff like that. By the way, if you want one of the calendars, we still have some of the 2024 East Coast Fueler calendars. They're $20 sent to you. Also, I've got some new stuff on the Adrian's Fury Dragster storefront that we're trying to get up, and it's just there's just not enough of me. And Lynn is really, really good at helping me with this stuff, but some of the time I don't know what I want. So for me to try to explain to her what I want to do and what I actually want are two different things. I want to give a big shout out right now to my daughter, Brittany, my grandkids, Damon and Piper, my son-in-law, Chris. I hope y'all are doing well. Hope you get to see you soon. Danny Parisian with the Race for the House. We're going to have him on the show in the next few weeks to talk a little bit about his upcoming events. You can follow his stuff. I always post it on Facebook and LinkedIn. I have moved over to Truth Social. I'm trying to figure out Truth Social and figure out if it's something I like, if it's something I want to partake in or not partake in. The reason I'm using this particular software is that Facebook for years has been canceling my show, turning my show off. I guess I don't know. So I've got a lot of formats that we're on. So you'll be able to listen to this show right now if you're listening to it. You'll be able to listen to it on the Edge Radio US. You'll be able to listen on it tomorrow morning on iHeartRadio if you're driving in. So there's a lot of places that you can get it. Please like, share, follow, do all that kind of subscribe, do all that kind of shit that helps keep the show going. I will say that working on the dragster has kind of reinvigorated me and got me feeling better and going into a good direction again. It's set 110 feet away from being in the shop, and it took me 3 years to move it 110 feet. So we're looking forward to the WINDSOR car, truck, motorcycle show coming up in June. We'll have more information on that, talking about that. I'm planning on being there. Miss Linda Ori is the lady who runs that event, and we did it years ago, and it's in Port Gibson, no relation. But it's something that I'm looking forward to, and hope that we have everything done by then so we can get the car over there for that. We're working really hard to try to get the car out of the shop and to events. I've got a couple of charity events that I'm working on and talking with right now about getting to. I can't find my cancer kid event. The cancer kids that we did years ago after the flood, I really like that event. And I haven't been able to find it. I think the people who did it, or the lady who did it, quit doing it. I think she had health problems or family problems or something like that. So I really miss that. The Ronald McDonald house, the race for the house that Denny does is something that I'm looking forward to. So we got a lot of things that we're going on, and we got a lot of dreams and plans on what we're trying to get done. As a one-man show, it's kind of hard to get as much done. If I was cloned and had two of me, it would be so much easier. But can't find any help, which is just, I don't even look anymore because I've been looking for years. So we do what we can do. We do it as fast as we can do it. And that's all I can say about that. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in, for sticking with us for all these years. Like I said, I will be getting back on. I will be doing more stuff. And as the closer summer gets, the more we're going to be talking about some of these other companies, like my buddy Art with Killer Wax. Killer Wax is awesome auto detail products. We'll have more information up on that and more products that you can look at. And we're going to be doing some test buckets that we're going to be getting out for them. So you can try these products. Any events that we'll be at, we'll have, we'll have some Killer Wax products with us. So it's just a lot going on. There's a lot to take in. We're trying to get as much stuff. I say we. I guess it is me and Lynn, so it is we. I do want to take just a minute to, I haven't had a show on since Uncle Jesse Holmes passed away. And that was a huge loss. Jesse Holmes was a great guy. Jesse Holmes was a longtime supporter of this show. And was just, he is going to be missed so much. He did so much and was just such a great person. I talked to Jesse probably once a month on the phone. He would call or I'd call him, and he had been going through a lot with Miss Ruby. But it's a loss that's going to be felt in this drag racing world for a long time. Jesse was just a really, really good guy, and I will miss him. I miss him every day. So if you have a time or go back and look at some of the events that he's done and look at some of the posts that he has, and you will see a gentleman who was very much in love with life. He had a great time and enjoyed everything he done. So Uncle Jesse, we're going to miss you. And I say that from the bottom of my heart. I miss him every day. So, man, what a great guy. But yeah, so there's a lot of things going on. We're going to be talking more about events that are coming up. We're going to have more people coming on. I want to get your opinion on a big tire race. I had a promoter reach out to me, which I don't want to say who it is right now, but a promoter reached out to me and was talking about. He said, "Man, let's do a big tire race." He said, maybe in Florida, maybe in Alabama. He said, "What do you think?" I said, "Well, let me look around, see if anybody's got any dates open. Let me see what dates there are big tire races." He said, "If you want," he said, "we can do big tires and gassers." He said, just let's put something together." He said, "Put it out there, see if you get any response back from it." So, I'm looking at anywhere from Gainesville to Mobile. In that area, both ways. He wants to do a number of races. So it's going to be, he wants to do a big tire race. He wants to do a small tire race. He's a big tire guy, so he wants to do a big tire race instead of just all small tire stuff. So we're kind of working on that to see what we can do. And just a few other things, that we've got working on. But like I said, I wanted to jump on here for a little bit tonight. And get something recorded, get it in the can so I could get everything produced on it. Also, I got to tell you, and I do not have, let me look and see if I've got a banner up for SHURV Media Production. SHURV Media has been doing some great stuff for us. Let me see. It's not there. It's not there. No, man, I thought I had something in here. I don't know if things. Give me just a second. We got Johnny Jordan's got his races coming up that we're going to be talking about in the upcoming weeks. So we got a lot of stuff. We'll be hearing from Jimmy Turk from time to time. The discount code for UZBASIC Motorsports parts is WCC. So I wasn't sure about that. So I see it now. The Crescent Canna discount code is EDGE 2023, and that's for 30% off all your products. So as I'm going down this list of things right here, I'm just kind of grabbing some of these things and seeing them. But yeah, JD Sowers with SHURV Media Production does unbelievable work. He does graphics work. He does flyers. He does posters. Unbelievable guy. You got to check that out. He's got a magazine that he's working on. Car show magazine that he's working on. So he's got a lot of stuff going on. He's been doing a lot with us, and I really have appreciated everything that he's done. And I hope that wash doesn't bite me. But SHURV Media Production, you can check that out. JD Sowers, great guy, does unbelievable work. The video and the outro for this show that you see, JD did. So he's really, really good at what he does. He's got a ton of knowledge. So check him out, help him. He helps us. So we try to help those who help us and help him support what he does. All of us are small business people. If any of you small business people have car shows, car events, races, anything that you want me to promote, talk about on the show to get some awareness out there, just send me a message, man. That's all you've got to do. That's all I've ever asked anybody to do. If you have something that you want to promote, just send me a message. Tell me about it. I can't promote it if I don't know about it. So, like I said, right now we're planning for the Windsor car show in car and truck, motorcycle, go-kart, whatever. The big show in Windsor, Port Gibson. We're looking forward to doing that. So, yeah, just check everything out. Let me know what I can do to help. Like I said, I'm probably going to be watching this video as it goes live tonight. So I will be, if you got a comment or something, I'll probably be answering you on that. But I want to thank everybody for sticking with us. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. And I will get the show up back on a regular schedule instead of all this hit and miss stuff that we've been doing, because I'm trying to downsize out here in the shop and do less. The Studebaker chassis right here is one that I've got to get knocked out. And a couple of other little jobs that I've got to get knocked out. And then I want to get back on just what I want to do as far as the coding work, the chassis work, the dragster work, the radio station work. So yeah, we just want to get back to doing since I'm getting older, I like slowing down a little bit. I'm trying to slow some of this stuff down. So these 15-hour days, 14-hour days just kill me. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in, and we will see you next time. Thank you.